Hello and welcome to the Media Center's series of Local Heroes, in which we honor 5 people from Atherton, East Palo Alto, Menlo Park, and Stanford for outstanding achievements and contributions to the community. We solicited nominations and we're particularly looking for the unsung heroes. Each winner is an inspiration and each winner has a great story to tell. We're taping at Cafe Baroni in downtown Menlo Park, a local hero of their own right, and we encourage you to come on down to Baroni's, and we'd like to thank Baroni's for having us. Heather Hopkins has created a nonprofit organization called My New Red Shoes. And to the best of my knowledge, there's nothing anywhere quite like it. It provides new clothes for kids on the first day of school, kids who would otherwise not be able to afford them. How did My New Red Shoes get started?
My New Red Shoes, I founded My New Red Shoes because my mom was one of those kids who didn't have something for the first day of school. And she had something, but had holes in it, and it was her one thing she had to wear. And she would literally spend the whole summer worrying about the first day of school, which is quite the opposite of what I went through as a child. And it just devastated her. And she kept that story until I became a mom, and she came and visited me when I had a little baby. And she told me, I don't know why, I can't remember what we were talking about, but told me about that feeling of just wanting to, so ashamed of herself going to school. And she cried when she told me, and she hadn't cried when she told me any of the other stories about her childhood, and so it really struck me. So I took that, and I felt really bad about it. And I felt bad about it for a while, probably a few months. And then I decided that I just had to do something to make myself feel better about it. So I decided I would find some kids in the local area and try to give them new clothes for school. So I started the organization for my mom. And I also started it for my daughter because we live in this affluent area, and I just felt like, how is she going to know, what the real world is like? This is not the real world.
So tell me about the program, what exactly it gives and who receives.
We have 2 programs. Our Clothing for Confidence program provides $50 gift cards to clothing retailers, to homeless children and very low-income children for the first day of school. We serve kids from San Jose all the way up to San Francisco, and this year are expanding into Alameda County as well. And those kids also receive a brand new pair of shoes. And they receive everything in a handmade bag made by volunteers. And it's meant to be really a present, because my mom, when she told me the story, the reason I started My New Red Shoes is because she said, Heather, if someone had thought about me and had just thought to buy me a new outfit for that first day of school or a pair of new shoes, someone other than her parents who were so desperately trying to get by, no matter who they were, she would have remembered that for the rest of her life. And so I thought, it seems like such a small thing, but if that truly is going to change someone for the rest of their life, then my goodness, it's worth giving it to them with some dignity, and so we try to provide as a gift.
Why shoes and why the name?
When I thought about it, and I chose the name sort of on a whim. It felt right to me. Red Shoes felt right to me. And then lo and behold, after I started the organization, my mom sent me a picture of me on my first day of school, and there I am wearing red shoes.
So how important do you think clothing is in learning and success in school?
It's a psychological thing. If you feel good, then you're going to take part more in school activities, you're going to socialize more, you're going to feel okay raising your hand and drawing attention to yourself. What my mom told me was that she really didn't want anyone to look at her. She was ashamed of herself. And so how are you supposed to excel and concentrate if you're concentrating on how you look and how ashamed you are? Then you can't concentrate on what the teacher's teaching, or you don't play on the playground with the other kids, and it really is important.
So what kind of feedback do you get from the parents of the kids who receive the gifts?
The feedback is very positive. This small thing that we do is one piece of the puzzle of helping homeless children succeed in school, and it's a really important piece.